So my name is Samriddhi Mishra and I am from India. And currently I am a MEXT Scholar of the year 2022 in Kyoto University, and I'm living in Kyoto right now.
Hi, so I hope you can see me. My name is Jay, like just a letter J, and I am from Delhi, India, and I am currently in Tokyo. I am studying computer science in the University of Tokyo.
So what exactly is MEXT Scholarship? So it's the ministry that gives out the scholarship to international students who really want to study in Japan. And it's an annual scholarship, so it takes place every year with 2 tracks. That is why you can get the same MEXT Scholarship in 2 ways, and the induction is done twice. So we're going to talk a little about the eligibility. Since I mentioned about the tracks, is it embassy track? Is it university track? And we're going to talk about the documents that are required, what are the application procedures, screening process, etc. So this webinar right now is going to answer everything that you have, all sorts of questions, how to do, what to do, etc. So what are the benefits? Now, this is one of the most beneficial scholarship that I see, that I don't think so they provide so much of benefits in US either. Because what exactly is the flow of the MEXT application? After the examination, there is an interview process, which will be explained more by Jay. And the interview process again will be about your application form and also about your written exam and etc. So if you have reached the interview process, most of the things are done for you. Okay.
Basically, MEXT scholarship is extremely competitive. Like it's very, very, very difficult. It's not that it's so you need to be better than everyone else. So that is what I am here for today. I will be explaining to you what is the difference in a good answer and a best answer. Like how do you get selected for MEXT? What it's probably easier if you are in a very good bachelor's college like IIT or something, but what do you do if you're not from an IIT? So you need to have a really good application form. You need to have a perfect interview experience. You need to have a really good letter of recommendation. So that's what I am here for. Yeah. So the first thing, I would be first discussing this particular question. Yeah, why do you want to come to Japan and not go to USA or Europe? This is a very common question. They always ask me. Somebody, did they ask you in the interview? They asked me.
Yes, they asked me. Like, of course.
Yeah. This is a very common question. That why Japan? Yeah, why didn't you go to USA or Europe or everywhere else? So a good answer, what everybody is going to write is something like this: that I love the culture of Japan. I love the advanced technology of Japan. I love how many opportunities Japan gets me, and I love anime. I love J-pop. I love K-pop. All kinds of pop. But the thing is, like everybody knows this. You guys are telling absolutely nothing new. Everybody knows that the culture of Japan is loved by everyone. Everybody knows how advanced Japan is. Everybody knows how many opportunities there are in Japan. And do not mention anime and J-pop. They will tear down your application, please. So this right here is an example of a good answer. But it's not the best. This is just a good answer that everyone is going to give you. Now, I will be discussing with you what the best answer looks like. So this is basically the best answer. So first of all, why do you want to come to Japan and not go to USA or Europe? So the first thing that you need to do is you need to have a story. Like you need to invite people into your application. Yeah, they shouldn't just be reading it. There should be a big story behind your application. So this is how you begin. Like, for example, I did some research and found out about this person, Fukuzawa Yukichi-san. He is the founder of Keio University, right? So I kind of made up a story where I said that I was introduced to the Japanese culture while reading the autobiography of Fukuzawa Yukichi. So this basically proves to them that I have always been really interested in Japan, so much that I'm actually reading books about Japan. Now, why did I choose him? This is very important. I chose him because I was interested in Keio University, because I know that my application is going to go to Keio University. Keio was my first choice, and UTokyo was my second choice. So I wrote him specifically because I was interested in Keio University. So when Keio reads my application, they should go like, oh my God, this particular person already knows so much about us. So this is how you like real people in your application. And second thing, do not mention how advanced technology is. Like I just mentioned how big of a role he played in internationalization, because basically that's what we are here for. The role of as scholars is to internationalize Japan, is to make more people aware about Japan. So that's why I chose him. I chose this guy because he was from my university and he did what I am supposed to do. So this would have left a really good impression on them. The second thing I mentioned was like it's the same thing, like just strengthening my point that he played a very major role. So basically, guys, what I am doing here, the people here have written such random things like, oh my god, I love the culture of Japan, I love tea ceremony, but this is so random and so boring to read. So you need to start with a story, something that intrigues people. Then I showed my sincere interest towards Japan by mentioning them that I have been in touch with the embassy in the past. Or not just this, I mentioned how I have participated in numerous cultural events. And in Photo Click Japan context, there was just this contest, a very normal contest. I participated in this. So this was, like this was proof that I really am interested in Japan. Then the next tip that I want to give is like you should mention words like strengthened, like just I am dedicated, I am strengthened, I am innovative, things like that. This makes the reader feel very strong about your application. The next thing that I would suggest that you guys mention is your willingness to study Japanese language. So my point is, everything here is very boring. Everybody is going to write this. Everything here is not boring. People are going to read this for the first time. And lastly, in the end, you just like kind of say something good about the Japanese people, how they are striving for greatness, how they do not give up. And it's something that you want to learn. So basically, you are not just coming to Japan to learn academics. You are not just coming to Japan to become an engineer. You are coming to Japan to learn from Japanese people. This is very important. This is what makes the scholarship. So you need to mention these things in a way that they do not notice it. So you need to be very clever and be very subtle about it. And in the end, I mentioned that how I can easily adapt in a Japanese environment, because they asked me this question in my interview that can you adapt in a Japanese environment? And I had to say yes. So I just assured them once again that yes, I can easily adapt in a Japanese environment. So you should mention this as well. So Samriddhi, do you have anything to add to this answer that I'm forgetting?
No, I think like this is someone is saying that this is the answer to the motivation of Japan. The area is like very, very small. You cannot write so much. When you are editing in the file, you can extend it. You can reduce the font size and you can fit in an answer. So don't worry about that. Just try to adjust something. And also there are many apps to convert PDF to doc file. You can do that. So
also basically, guys, this answer is not just specific to this. What I am trying to say, you need to mention these things somewhere in your application. Anywhere is fine, but you need to mention them somewhere. You should mention what motivated you, like anything. It can be anything. You need to mention that you are trying to learn Japanese. You should mention that you're trying to adapt in a Japanese environment. You should mention that you are very you have a very good opinion of Japanese people. So things like this, anywhere is fine, in any question is fine, but just mention these things. These are very important. I would be giving one more question. So what will you do in your free time in Japan? Vishu-san, did they ask you this question? They asked me.
Yes, they asked me.
Yeah. So I was about to say that I'm going to watch a lot of anime, but I somehow stopped myself and I did not say that. I do watch a lot of anime. So what will you do in your free time in Japan? A good answer would be like travel to know more about Japan. Yeah, this is a good thing. I would love to watch more Japanese movies. I would love to participate in co-curricular activities. I would love to make new friends. So these are the things which are very generic. Like obviously everybody is going to travel. We get so much money for stipend. We can save so much money. So everybody travels. And everybody, this is like a very, very generic answer, like participating in co-curricular activities. Everybody is going to say this, but they are pretty bored of hearing this. So like these are some of the things that you should mention. Like, you are more interested in museums or Japanese libraries, Japanese galleries. So why are you interested? Because Japanese history, you want to learn more about it, because Japanese history is a very sensitive topic. So if you mention it, it's usually like, oh my God, this candidate is really interested in Japan. He knows a lot about Japan. Then, mention anything like Japanese baseball Japanese calligraphy, Japanese tea ceremony. So, I just mentioned that I have always admired Japanese calligraphy, so I will try to master it. Second thing, what is missing in Japan? English speaking people. It's missing. So that's where you come in. You tell the person that you will participate in English speaking volunteering. This will help your application a lot because they need more English speaking people. And third thing, another main part about the scholarship is you need to introduce your Indian culture in Japan and in with everyone else. So like mention how you're going to cook food for your friends, and you're going to celebrate Diwali, Holi, Eid, things like that with your friends. So more and more people come together, because the purpose of MEXT scholarship is diplomatic relations, maintaining diplomatic relations. And the last thing that you should mention, it can be anything. For example, I am doing computer science, but I can say, sir, I'm very interested in economics. So in my free time, I'm going to take up economics as well. This is something you can say. So these answers feel more mature. Feel these are the answers of someone who will get the scholarship. And these are the answers of someone who might not. Not just might not, I would probably say probably not, because it's very competitive, and it's so you need to be into this category. So some more questions like this that were asked from me, and probably from others as well. What kind of things can you contribute to Japan? Why did you choose this particular field of study? And why do you want to study only medicine in Japan? For example, yeah, if you choose the particular field of study in medicine, so why did you only study medicine? Or tell us about your biggest achievement in life, or what is your weakness? So Misha-san, do you have to say anything about these questions? Maybe you can explain one.
I think it's roughly about the same, and you have to know exactly what why you want to study that particular subject. So you should know why you are choosing that subject, and second, why you're choosing that subject in Japan. So that is your own personal answer. But of course, the thing is I think probably Jay-san is giving out too much of valuable information out here right now. I feel like this is amazing, whatever. Yeah, but this is the questions are almost everything else is the same. We have all been asked questions like these. So yeah.
Yeah. So,
so can we just we can skip to the main part?
Yeah. So these are I explained only 2 questions.
Yeah. This is a really good answer.
2 questions, so you guys can maybe get an idea on how specific and how detailed you need to be to get the scholarship. This is the kind of thought that you need to put in to get the scholarship. If you mention things like this, you will. I personally do not think that you will ever be able to come to Japan through MEXT. So there are not just this as well. These are all the questions, and there are approximately 15 such questions, as far as I can, including your interview questions, your application form questions, and your letter of recommendation questions. There are approximately 15 questions like this that you need to take care. But the problem, and they are different for everyone. They are not the same for anyone. Like if someone is applying, for example, Tanya is applying for medicine, and she's from Delhi. So the point is, she needs to somehow relate it with Delhi. She needs to somehow relate it with medicine. She needs to somehow relate it with her high school. And if Muhammad is applying from, I don't know, Karachi, so he needs to do the same. So all of the answers of these questions are different for everyone. So we cannot basically generalize. We cannot answer them to all of you collectively, because it would be too difficult, because everyone has different history, everyone has a different experience. So it's impossible to give a generic answer that all of you can use. This was just an example based on my profile. So you cannot copy this. I mean, probably you should not copy this, because if they ask you questions off of this, then you won't be able to answer it, and they will ask questions. So yeah, these are more such questions and things to focus on for best application. Yeah, this is my next advice. Something that you really need to do. First of all, writing a good letter of recommendation. Finding your ideal university. This is very important. Very important. You need to write your letter of recommendation in the best way possible. And then finding your ideal university. Because universities in Japan have a very complex system. It's not as easy as you think, but this is only for masters and research students. This is not for everyone, but I will explain it in detail later. And now, the next very important thing is, in India, if you do not know Japanese, then how do you tackle the Japanese written exam? because you do not understand Japanese. So most of the students, what they do is they just leave the paper blank. I did not do that, but I also did not know any Japanese. So what did I do? Yeah, how did I prepare for it? How did I prepare for my Japanese written exam in only 1 week? And still, like, I was not able to do a good job, but I was able to get more marks than my uh, competitors. So that's what's more important. You do not need to be the best at something. You just need to defeat everybody else. So this is something that I will maybe, and how to prepare for the written exam, what kind of syllabus, NCRT, and for biology it's different, for commerce it's different, for sciences it's different. And then in interview, as I said, yeah, how can you be more accurate? This is how you be more accurate. This is the kind of thinking that you need to do. And writing essays in your application form, there would be like 2 or 3 questions, right? What motivated for Japan, and kind of like these questions. And lastly, giving mock interviews. This is also very important. Like, for example, me and Mishu-san are very experienced when it comes to interviews. I personally have never failed an interview in my life because I find them very easy, because I can talk, I think. But if you have a problem, you should give more mock interviews. But my point is that answer to all of these questions vary from person to person, depending upon your application. Ah, sorry. Depending upon your nationality, where you're from, depending upon your field of study, and then depending upon your achievements. This is something that's very important. And
we are actually running out of time, so can we just think?
Yeah. So now my next stop is us introducing this program, like converting. Like, guys, we could only help you up until this point, because after this point, everything becomes very specific. After this point, we need to know more about you in order to help you, because we cannot just tell you what to do without knowing what you are pursuing, without knowing your history, without knowing more about you. So if you need, like, we are running out of time. So if you need our help to transform a good application to the best application, first of all, if you can do it by yourself, that's awesome. That's
Can
like
you
a
zoom
really
it,
good.
Jay? Can you like what do you call it? Like full screen and zoom it? Someone asking. Yeah. So I think.
Yeah. Okay. So if you need our help to transform a good application to the best application, if you can do that by yourself, that's awesome. But if you need more from us, then, like, for those people, we actually have this MEXT mentoring program 2024 that is launched by me and Mishu-san right here. So basically, what we do is this program is exclusively for students. First of all, we need serious students who are actually interested in putting in the work, yeah, who are willing to study in Japan and work hard. So what can we help you? We will help you in giving mock interviews. We will provide you with the list of all the questions that are asked, and then application forms. We will give you the application forms and essays of past MEXT scholars. So basically, I think I should just show this particular. This is the website of our academy, MEXT Mentoring Academy, and I would just this is me, and this is Mishu-san under and so am I under Sakura. So yeah, so I would, first of all, if you need more from us, I would explain our services. Yeah, if you need the essays of MEXT alumni, like what did we write? What did we do that got us selected? Placement reference from which universities we took? How was our health form? And a letter of recommendation, or getting access to application forms. Now comes, this is the first service. The second thing is Japanese classes specific for MEXT. This, if you guys know Japanese, then you do not need this. But if you do not know Japanese, but you still want to beat everyone else who also does not know Japanese, then this is for you. Because the Japanese exam is structured in a way that you can get good marks if you know some tricks with a little bit of preparation, if you know something. So, but for that also, you need to we need to know more about you to judge like what is your level and how you can get more. And third thing, like we will be holding live classes on all topics such as the interview, the application form, for example, I just like showed you this question, right? So I will be doing a detailed review about all of these questions all of. Then comes the interview preparation and mock interviews, where I will be, both me and Mishu-san will be taking mock interviews and giving you a list of all the questions and what is the best way for you to answer them. And then comes the essay writing assistance and guidance. So basically, if you are not able to write it by yourself and you need us, like, Jay, can you check this for me? Is this fine? Or how can I edit it? Or how can I make it better on a more personal level? Then you can send it to me. Now, this particular feature is for people who need to know more about Japan. So basically, we have done a lot of scholarship internship. For example, me, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this, and I've also done NIG internships. So I personally know a lot of international internships. You can find out more about me on LinkedIn. But yeah, so if to know more about international internships in Japan to improve your resume. For example, if you are an undergraduate, but you somehow do not get selected this year. So what kind of internships should you do so that you can get selected for your master's application? So this feature is for them. The next feature is finding your ideal university. So basically, universities here are very complex because you need to make sure. So basically, I need to tell you all this, that when master students, when they come to Japan, they enter as research students. And research students need to give an entrance exam of the university. And after that, they convert into master students. And the same is for PhD. So some universities have a very easy exam. Some universities have a very difficult exam. Some universities have the exam in Japanese. Some universities have their exam in English. So this is very complex. Finding your perfect university. My university, Todai U Tokyo, has one of the most difficult exams of the entrance exams. And like, it was literally death for me to prepare for it. I had to study for like 15 hours a day, just even after getting the scholarship. So you need to know more about these things. So finding your ideal university is very important. And last thing is MEXT study sessions with fellow applicants. So guys, basically we have this. So I have just like explained more about these things here. Like, so I told people how to. Basically just me giving an introduction about how to approach questions in the interview. And like I also mentioned about other internships that you can take. So on this Facebook group, maybe you can like look up and join. But this is basically, we are trying to build a community of students. However, like, I hope you guys understand, of course, first of all, we both study in one of the best universities and we are very busy. But providing all of these services takes up a lot of time. So this particular feature would be charged, like the premium offers would be charged. And the fee for this particular throughout is $49 for the whole year until your application. So you can, if you need all of these features, then you need to pay approximately $49. And we do not accept a lot of students. We are only going to accept 20 students.
What happens if you cannot afford $49, right? That makes sense because everybody is a student. So if you cannot afford $45, then you have an option of using only 2 specific services for just $25. For example, we have a list of these services, right? So what you can do is only go for example, Jay, I only need my help with letter of recommendation and interview. So these are 2 services. So you do not need to pay $50 for that. You only need to pay $25 for that. And if you need only help with your interview prep and your application form, not for your letter of recommendation and everything else, then you only need to pay $25 for that.
Now, if you're filling the form, you don't have to pay right now. We just need a list of names who want to do and how they want to do it. Plus, is it open next year as well? Yes, this is an initiative we have started just this year. And the people that we showed from MEXT Scholars, the ones that I showed on my slide, they are going to be talking about their experience in the next webinar, only for the ones who are have registered for it. Okay. And is it open next year as well? Yes, this is an initiative we have started just this year. And the people that we showed from MEXT Scholars, the ones that I showed on my slide, they are going to be talking about their experience in the next webinar, only for the ones who are have registered for it. Okay. And there's one more thing. There's one more thing I have to tell you. Like, we did not mention it about Jay. He has also cracked the Korean government scholarship program, KGS. So
GKS.
So he's like a go-to person for like East Asian Studies scholarship. So we're going to open up that as well.
Yeah, that's like our next step. The people who enroll in this program, we, like, not right now, but very soon, as soon as we get time, yeah, we are very busy, but as soon as we get time, we will also start similar preparation for the Korean government scholarship and the Taiwanese government scholarship for free if you enroll right now. So this is also a part of our MEXT scholarship preparation program. But also, guys, you do not have to pay right now. You do not have to pay, so do not worry about it. We are just passing a Google form, and if you are interested, if you want to know more about this program, then just fill that Google form, and then we will add you to a group.
Yeah,
But
I'm so sorry. I just want to say this, that people who are applying for MEX next year, as you know, that this is just 15 days of time. Okay. So do not expect us to like cover everything for you in those 15 days if you apply next year. So my suggestion is, like, since we started it off so late, if you register for this year, then you have a higher chance to, like, you'll be fully prepared for next year, because next year we just have 15 days. So, and this is and only if we are able to like make this a success, we're going to make it an every year thing. Okay. So like, I would suggest you to register this year, and like, since there are and if you're not, if you're
actually,
writing.
no, Samriddhi,
Yeah.
because the problem, this is a very this can be solved easily, because we students only have to give the application form right now. The
No, yeah, I
interview is
get
going
it.
to
But
happen afterwards.
I get it. There's someone who wrote
Yeah,
that I'll be
yeah,
applying next year. So I'm like,
yeah. So if you are
I'm
applying this year, it's completely fine, because our first few classes within the next few days are going to be based on the application form.
yeah.
So we will be able to cover it in the next 5 days. So you will still have approximately 10 to 12 days to fill your application form and letter of recommendation. The interview will happen afterwards. So we will have enough time to cover the interview. And this will prepare you for this year as well as next year. Also, you can take these classes again. I should mention, like, if you are enrolling in a batch right now, you can also enroll in a next batch, the next to next batch. It's completely free. It's like a one-time payment, and you can attend this batch anytime you want. But guys, I'm focusing on this again, like, because the time is not much. So we will be starting as soon as possible, probably like day after tomorrow or the next day after that. So we will be only accepting 20 students. So if you are interested, then you need to be quick about it, because we do not have that much time, and we will be starting as soon as possible.
And there is no preference that who is applying this year or next year. It's all based on how many people can fill in. If 20 people are filled, then that's about it.
Yeah, yeah. It's just 20, because we cannot attend to more than that. Only 20 people will be taken in. So just fill
But
your form.
we may increase the seats if there are good response, because we want to help as many people as we can. So
Yeah. And yeah, so this I have already explained. These are some of the other questions that we'll be attending to for the program. In the program, we'll be explaining how do you write your research plan. I will be personally showing you guys my research plan in a very detailed manner, the kind of methodology I used, the kind of research theme I used, and what kind of did I do any experiments to prove my theme. And then the most important question that I think you should enroll with us is how to contact a professor. Guys, this is very, very important, and this can change your scholarship completely. Like, I personally believe this is the most important step, and contacting a professor is something that is different for everyone. If you are doing engineering, then you need to contact professor like an engineer. How do you find professors? Who do you contact in a lab? Do you contact a professor? No, you contact someone else from the lab. So these are kind of things that really help your application, and these are the kind of things that you need to do. So this is something that we will be telling you how to do. We will be giving you how to send an email, and how to expect a response. How should you refer to Japanese professors? This is very important, and this can make and break your application. If you have a good professor, then consider that 95% of the work is done. But getting a good professor and getting a good university is not everyone's cup of tea. It's very difficult, and you need to be very thorough about it. And I personally would suggest that you get some expert opinion on this, right?
also,
Samriddhi?
one more thing, like, if we don't, even if you people who have registered and we help you out, and still for some reasons, because MEXT is so competitive because of the less seats, you still don't get selected, we will, however, help you out in getting other university,
Yeah,
other
yeah,
opportunities to study in Japan, other
yeah,
ways of getting a job in Japan, any internship that comes in our way, in that is known to Japanese websites. We're going to
and
help
that's
you out in
yeah.
some way or the other. We're going to help you out. Like, it's basically a career
Yeah, guys,
guidance
what we are trying to do is build a community of scholars here. Okay, so that after 5 years or 10 years from now, we all help each other. You know, I'm trying to promote the Asian community. And the reason we are asking for money is because we only need serious people. If we do it for free, then hundreds of students are going to join and they won't be very serious about it. And we are just going to waste their time and money and everything. So,
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. All the 86 people. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I hope we were able to help. Do you have any more questions? Maybe I can take some more questions here. Is it compulsory to attach the transcript copies? Yes, it is.
Anthropology, if it's undergraduate, it comes under sociology, I guess. I'm not wrong.
And diploma and UG are the same, but diploma is not as good as UG.
Okay, this is very important. Should we choose the university on the basis of location? Yes, for financial purposes, yes, you can do that.
For example, I am in Tokyo. And the reason is because I want to do more internships in Tokyo, in companies. So if you are not in Tokyo, it's very difficult to do internships. So that's why you should, if you're from a computer science background, you should find a university in Tokyo. Things like that matter a lot.
Yeah.
That is what is known as finding the right university. That is what we are going to tell you people in our program. Like, what is the difference in a university in Tokyo and outside Tokyo? And if you are going to stay outside Tokyo, which kind of university is good for you? So that's what we are going to teach in our program.
Someone is asking, how is Tokyo Tech? I'll tell you, Tokyo Tech is amazing. That was one of my favorable universities. It's really good university.
Yeah,
also,
but everybody in Tokyo Tech is jealous of me because I am in University of Tokyo.
Okay.
So I would say that it's not that good. University of Tokyo is better than Tokyo Tech, but it's a very good university, of course.
But all the traveling is in Kyoto. So if you want to study in Kyoto University or anywhere in Kyoto, you could come here. Okay. There's one more question. I lost it. Courses to study Japanese language? Yes.
Guys,
is there? Please read
small questions. We can't read so much. What document we have to take from school? The letter of recommendation and your transcripts.
Do I have to make transcript from class 1 to 13? No, you don't have to. Just
only 10, 11, 10.
Can I apply as I'll not be 18 years till April?
Just check the embassy once, and if you are passing the date, then you can apply.
Or you can apply next year.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one thing. Difference between diploma and UG. A lot of people have asked this.
So guys, diploma is you go to a diploma course for 3 years, and after those 3 years, you join the university from the 3rd year. So basically, in undergraduate, you go to university for 4 years. Okay. But under diploma, you go to a diploma college for 3 years. After these 3 years, you join the university in your 3rd year. So you do 3 years in diploma and you do 2 years in university. So that's a total of 5 years. That's the difference in diploma and undergraduate.
Yeah. There was, oh my God, I lost that question. Some Shubha asked.
When will you reach out for the course fee? Ayush, just fill out the form. As I said, as soon as we reach 20 people, I'm very serious about it because we do not have time. As soon as we reach 20 people, we are going to reach out to you. And we will ask you, like, how do you want to do this? And if someone does not like, and that's how we will go about this. But we will start as soon as 20 people are completed.
If you're talking about attaching your master's thesis, don't attach your thesis, only your abstract, please.
Yeah. Okay. Not the whole thesis, but mention. If you published your master's thesis, then mention it in the publications.
Yeah. Also, wait. Someone asked, how much does the stipend change? The stipend changes only 2,000 to 3,000. That's it. Except that the stipend is 1,44,000 yen for research and 1,17,000 for undergraduate students.
Yeah. My LinkedIn is Jay Agnihotri. Maybe you can search because I don't think there are a lot of people of this name. So just try.
Yes, you do not have to study masters. You can do normal. You don't have to study research. You can do normal masters after your undergraduate, and it will be fine to do IT. Please check the university you want to apply in. The criteria should fill there. Okay. And I will be 18
right professor and university is very important. Very, very important.
I will be 18 in May 2024. My 1 year will be wasted.
It's fine. You should. I personally think that you should.
You can apply university track, no?
You can apply in university track, or you can, start looking for Japanese language classes, and you can start preparing for Japanese language classes. Or you can already, if you take our course, we will be telling you about the internships. Like, you can join a school, you can join a university in India, And during that time, you can do many internships related to Japan so that you can prepare yourself for the scholarship for masters.
Okay, and since there are very specific that I don't know which subject you want to study, whether they have that masters on or not, we'll send a Q&A as well. You can ask us questions anywhere on Google. When I'll upload the video, you can ask questions in the comment section as well.
Yes,
We'll answer
Anushka
that there.
Sorry. Anushka, sometimes professors do take interviews, but they are not that difficult. If you're applying for PhD, then the interviews can be difficult. But if you're applying for masters, then it's not that difficult. Maybe you can ask me more about it on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Can you tell the process of putting the documents and sealing it and mark? Okay, so the letter of recommendation will be in a small envelope. Okay, and when you're putting the documents, it will do not staple the documents. Put a pin. No pin. What is the pin called? That. I don't know. Yeah, I have it. Something like this. Do you know this? Yeah. So just like put your documents like this. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, like this, and then after that, just put the letter of recommendation with the envelope itself, whatever, with the envelope itself, and put everything in a big envelope and seal it and post it. That's it. For embassy track, all the documents need to be posted before 15th May. Yes, please check. You have to do that. If it is 15th May, post it. If you're living in like Karnataka, please post it like 2, 3, 4 days ahead. So make sure you post it by 10th or 11th. And you post it by like DTDC or like India Post or whatever. What happens to a person get the scholarship to Japan? He's having
LOR putting an envelope, more detail. Just listen to me. Take an envelope, put your LOR in the envelope, put a stamp, put a school stamp on that envelope so it cannot be opened anymore, and then just go and take it to the embassy. Okay?
No, the letter of recommendation letter should be posted with the other documents.
Yeah. Of course.
So this is the big envelope, okay, which has all the documents. This is the letter of recommendation, which is in an envelope. Put it inside, seal it, and then post it. Okay.
Yeah.
Are dorms available for entire duration? No, the dorms are available for 6 months to 1 year, and then you have to live in a apartment or hostel. That is easy.
But like, for example, my university has like 4 or 5 dorms. So after 1 year, you can go to another dorm. Then after 1 more year, you can go to another dorm. So like if you have a good university, then they have multiple dorms. So it's fine. But you do get a dorm for at least 1 year, for sure.
Okay, someone is saying that I do not have I want to do masters in IT, but there is no option for IT. So, okay.
It's information science and technology, right?
Yeah, electronics and information. Yeah. You can, it's IT, it's number S, IT, information technology. It's already there.
Musarrat, Anis, it's fine if you are in class 12th, you can still apply as long as you are above the age.
Yeah.
So I think Samriddhi, these messages are enough. The questions, we have taken a lot of it, right?
Oh my God, yes, that's a lot.
Guys, for the last time, important is these are, I personally think if you need a services, all of these is for $49. Fill the form, only 20 students. Like if you do not get the scholarship, then you have this for yourself. If you need interview prep, mock interviews, if you need help with your university, if you do not need all of this, only, okay, for example, Jay, I only need help with the interview and finding a good university. Then you do not have to pay all of it. You only have to pay $25, but fill the form and let us know as soon as possible.
We are going to conduct another webinar, yes, hopefully soon. Second difference between non-regular and regular. Non-regular students who are research students yet to give their entrance exam. Regular students are one who have passed the entrance exam in the university and are enrolled for masters. When you apply for your MEXT scholarship, everybody is a research student. I'm talking about a postgraduate.
So guys, this is very complex, because once you get the scholarship, there is still a very big wall waiting for you. It's not very easy. So once you get the scholarship, you still need to pass an entrance exam. So you need to find out universities which have an easier entrance exam, not those which have a difficult entrance exam. So this is what comes under the category of finding your ideal university. Okay, like analyzing your grades. So if I feel like you have good enough grades to aim for University of Tokyo, then I will tell you to apply to University of Tokyo. If your grades are not very good, so we basically have an idea, right? So if your grades are not very good, then we're going to ask you to apply for some university in Kyushu or Hokkaido University, things like that. So it really depends on your whole application and what you should. For example, if you do not have, for example, if you have 80%, but you apply for University of Tokyo, then you will not get it and you will lose the scholarship. But if you come to us and you tell us that you have 80%, then we're going to tell you to more, like focus on Hokkaido University or Kyushu University, so that you will get the scholarship. Like you will have a very good chance. But for University of Tokyo, you will not get it for 80%. So this is very important in finding your ideal university.
Okay, one more thing. Someone who was saying you cannot find IT in undergraduate, please see section. Please see section. There's information engineering or something. You can find it there. Information engineering, number 6, natural science A. Please find it there. Yeah. AI will be falling under that, since it AI, AI robotics, everything, it will fall under that. Please, if you have to choose AI, computer science, please choose information engineering. It all falls under that. If you fill the form for 20, can I change to 45? Yes, you can do that. You can you can do that. For now, if you have filled it, your name is registered.
Plus, I would sorry Samriddhi, I have to cut you off, but I would suggest that if you are very serious about the scholarship, then you should take the $49 plan, because all of these things matter a lot. All of these things are important. But if you are very confident about everything else, for example, you are very confident that you can do the interview by yourself and you do not need these international internships, then you can take the $25 plan. It's completely fine. We do not mind. But if you are like strictly focused towards MEXT, like you need everything perfect, that's when you go for the $49 plan. If you have any like financial problems or you cannot afford it, then you can just message us privately, or you can take the $25 plan.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that's it about. Yeah, you can. Difference between graduate school and universities
is the same.
Graduate school is universities. Not all universities are graduate schools. Can you apply in multiple universities? You will get option to choose 3 universities if you're doing your masters or masters or PhD. Okay, guys, that's it. And I will answer other questions. You can post it in the Google form. In the what do you call it? You can post it on our handles, on our social handles, and we'll answer it there. Probably like YouTube or something when we post it. Okay. So I have written down few questions. One, in the written exam, do you have negative marking? No, you don't have negative marking. Do you have a cutoff? The cutoff depends upon the performance of the students who are applying. Second, for masters, do you need publications? Not really, but if you have publications, that's good. If you don't have it, that's fine. Okay, but if you have if you have done some final year project, then you can show that. Letter of recommendation should be handwritten or typed. Typed is better. Handwritten is also fine, but letter of recommendation typed is better. Okay, there was one question. How do I pack my documents? So since I tell you that you have to put the set of documents, 2 sets, do not staple the documents. Okay, put it one after the other. If you want, you can put a pin. Do not staple it. They do not like staple documents. Do not do that. And for the letter of recommendation, that is in an envelope. You don't have to worry about it. Just slip the letter of envelope with the documents and place the 2 sets together and then put it in a big envelope and post it. That's it. Okay. And there's one question, like, do I have to do my master's and Japanese studies together? So what 2 sets? The 2 sets of documents that you have to submit via post to your embassy. Masters with Japanese. So do I have to do my master's studies with Japanese? It's not like that. If you are getting a preparatory Japanese language training, then for 6 months, you will do the Japanese language training. And then after that, you will give your entrance and then you can begin your master's. Okay, that is one thing. Plus, if you have a notary, do you have to get your university? Yeah, you can get signed from the notary as well. It is not necessary, but you can still do it. Harshita is saying, what is she saying? Okay, there's so many questions. Where can we purchase your course? Yeah. Actually, Jay is gonna come back and he's gonna give you more information, but I can send you the link. And also after this webinar, I'm going to send you a Google form where you can fill in your details, whoever wants to apply for this program, and we'll help them out personally. Okay, can we change our course? Yes. Is MEXT Scholarship based on student background? A bit, yes, but yeah, I mean, it's competitive. So yes, I don't understand what background really means, but yes, the background of your studies, yes. If you're taking university path, then we need to post the documents to you. If you're taking university path, then you don't have to do any of these things. The university track will open in November or December. So you have to apply from the university website, not anything right now. Ma'am, did you study in IISc? So like if you have internships, if you have research experience, then you get an upper hand. That's it. Do you have to contact a professor of the university in Japan before applying? Not really. There are a lot of people who passed the interview and then contacted the professor. I did the same way. I contacted the professor after I passed the interview. So you don't really have to. But if you have a professor who's willing to take you and you do not know what to do, then you can either apply from embassy, but if you fail from embassy, then you can apply from university track because the professor knows you and he wants to take you. So you have higher chances of getting selected via university track. What will be the syllabus for computer science for masters? See, for that, you have to like check the university website. And there was one person from Northeast. She said that where does she has to submit the application form? I think it's Consulate of Kolkata. It's there on the website. Please check. For people who are residing in West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, and Odisha, and even Northeast, you can post it in the Consulate General of Kolkata. And if it is a union territory, then it is you have to post it in embassy. How to contact the professor? The professor has to be contacted via email, and how to write an email to a professor is also something that we will provide. We will help you with that. So that is one thing. Do you guys help with the written test? Yes, we do. We are actually trying to help people as much as we can. So yeah. What about MSc microbiology? If it is undergraduate, then it falls under the same as genetics. Otherwise, if it is postgraduate, it's mentioned. Can I apply? Yes, you can apply university track for specialized training. Social science undergraduate. What is the question again? If you have an if you have worked in a Japanese company or you have a contact in Japan, that is beneficial, but that doesn't mean that if you don't have it, you will not get, you don't have a chance. Can I apply for MEXT right now? I'm in 12th. So if you are, okay, there's one important thing. If you are in 12th, if you have just entered the 12th, you cannot apply this year. You have to apply the year you're giving your boards. So if you're giving your boards this year, then you're going to apply this year. Okay. And if your board results are not out yet before applying, then you have to just mention that your board results are not out and you can submit the admit card of your board. Okay. How long should be my research proposal? It's up to you. It's up to you. 200 to 400 words or 1,000 words. It's up to you. Okay. What else? Jay, can you hear me? Or have you gone? Okay. I'm going to send you the link. I'm going to send the links again for the mentorship program, Google link as well, plus the Facebook link. So please check and please keep a note. Okay. So there is and the Facebook group link I have already posted, but I'm going to post it again.
Samriddhi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Please take over.
Okay. My library closed.
Yeah, library. Okay. So like, can we just like give them an wrap up that where can we?
Yeah. Well, super quick wrap up. Just give me one.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you so much. It's been what, 2.5 hours?
3 hours, right? 3 hours.
Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you so much.
Wait, do I have a LinkedIn? Should I show them my LinkedIn? So maybe
you can post it in the group. Jack,
okay.
Remove the screenshot. I just want to take a picture.
Okay.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Oyasumi nasai. Kyotsuke kudasai. Arigatou.
Sayonara.